All right, come on in. I have this beautiful spot for you right up front.
For a tour?
Yes.
But thank you for wanting to. See, he wants to.
Here's a couple if you want to try. Yeah.
Yeah, he said his ex-wife worked here.
Oh yeah, she's here.
You know, my friend, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
You met my daughter.
Yes.
Yeah. I just talked to
She's my boss.
She's your boss.
最近因为大家都知道的原因，不方便聚众喝酒，冠军杯的视频更新延迟，那我就把几年前出国玩的时候去酒庄的视频拿出来剪一剪。当时只是为了给自己留点资料，也没有什么好拍。不过好在都是一手资料，自己看素材的时候觉得也挺有意思的，也顺便缅怀一下能够自由出行的时光。
I think this guy's more our speed.
Andrew Murray. Well, okay.
今天逛的这家酒庄叫安德鲁穆雷，位于圣芭芭拉产区。这里因为杯酒人生而闻名，得益于凉爽的海上雾气。圣芭芭拉产区气候凉爽，能够做很好的黑皮诺和夏多利。不过安德鲁穆雷家却是主攻罗纳河品种，创始人 Andrew 在罗纳河爱上了希拉，还曾在澳洲的酒庄实习，后来在加州大学戴维斯分校学习酿酒。他的酒兼具新旧世界的风格，尤其是希拉得到了广泛的赞誉。罗伯特·帕克曾说，他们是圣芭芭拉上空闪耀的明星。
I booked one tour.
For a tour?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and wait a moment and I'll go get Adriana for you. She'll be the tour guide.
Okay, thank you. What's this?
So this is our Enchanté. It's our Roussan Grenache Blanc blend. So it's going to have it's about 45 and 55 Roussan, neutral oak, so it's going to be really nice and creamy. All right, so a little history on this building. This actually was built by Douglas Kramer, who's our famous producer for The Love Boat, Star Trek, and The Odd Couple. So this was actually built to be his personal gallery. So as you can see, it's all 100% concrete. So we figured that out once we were remodeling and breaking into some walls and whatnot. He sold the property to the Firestone family, who ended up turning it into a vineyard called Curtis Estate.
Firestone, just the
Next door?
the neighbor.
Andrew Murray 是一家小型的家族式酒庄，相比纳帕和索诺玛，圣芭芭拉产区的酒庄看起来都没有那么 fancy， 大多数都像是农家乐一般。Andrew 也是几年前才刚刚从隔壁的 Firestone 家租下了这里，作为酿酒和接待处，在圣芭芭拉已经算是足够体面了。
Was it super foggy this morning?
No, just wake up very late. I don't know.
Yeah, typically it's a little bit on the foggier side, a little cooler, but it gets really beautiful towards the afternoon.
Yeah, but we lived just very close here. It's called Bilton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sideways in.
Yes. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
All right, so as you can see, we do have all of our... Oops, careful with all the little gopher holes. So the vines are pretty much getting full. They're already kind of picking up some color. We do use our drip system, which you can see right over here, to hydrate them, but we don't want to spoil them. We want to make sure that they get the roots really deep underground and seek that natural moisture. We have the nets up now that the grapes are
Falling.
just to make sure that we keep some of the animals away. And we have a ton of deer that love to come and munch on these. And we have squirrels and, here's a couple if you want to try. Yeah. They're just starting to collect a little bit more sugar. So they're starting to get a little bit on the sweeter side. So they will taste like any other grape. Really, really nice.
What the grape?
Syrah.
Syrah, yeah.
So Syrah here and a little bit of Roussan. So the Roussan that we grow on the opposite side is actually what you're having in your glass. It's a little bit of Roussan and Grenache Blanc. It's a beautiful blend. Both grapes are fermented in neutral oak, so you get a little bit of a creaminess. It's really, really delicious. And as you can see, we have a ton of little bees starting to kind of wander around.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the ones I love. Over here, this is a trail that Brooks Firestone ended up making for customers to go from one vineyard to the other, since it used to be owned by well, it's still owned by the Firestone family. At least this property is. We are leasing from them.
有趣的是，尽管 Andrew Murray 租下了这整块地方，但是这里原本有很多大型发酵罐，他们根本用不上，因为它们的产量太小了。
So a lot of these larger tanks have remained empty for the 4 years we've been here. We're a very small production, so we don't necessarily utilize these, which are 6,000 gallons, 4,000 gallons. We have these guys here, which are about 8,000 gallons too. So these are 8,800 gallons. So we do use one of these for our Truly Jour Syrah, which is the wine that we have in distribution. It actually accounts for half of our production. And it is a blend of different vineyards, but it is 100% Syrah. A lot of our other smaller batches actually are fermented in the smaller tanks that you see here. So these are 225 gallons. So these are our smaller batches. Like I said, we actually don't mass produce. All of these have remained empty for 4 years. This is what we ferment them in, believe it or not. So it's very, very small batches. Andrew's more about the quality than the quantity of the wine.
Yeah.
We do use these smaller tanks for our white wine. So for example, the Grenache Blanc and the Roussanne, they may be fermented here and then moved into an oak barrel for aging.
Yeah.
Right over here.
Yeah. Because I drive, just want to spell it out.
No worries. All right. So this one here is our estate Grenache. So fruity, dry, spicy, really nice and light. You get a little strawberry, a little raspberry in this one. It's really delicious. So Andrew, one of the things that he did when we remodeled, because we completely gutted the vineyard and made it a little bit more modern, rustic, was he wanted to make sure that he was able to do most of his testing himself. So he built a little laboratory, and that's where they do all of their testing and blending and all that stuff. So we'll come into this little area here and we'll take a quick look. Here's all the machines. Typically we have a bunch of samples on this table and they're just analyzing and checking where everything's at. She did a lot of picking yesterday to kind of see where the acidity and sugar was at, to make sure that, okay, is this ready to be picked? Can we wait a little longer? They also sample from our barrels. They'll bring it in here and they'll just test it to see if it's ready to be bottled and whatnot. So all the fun stuff takes place right in here.
Yeah.
Then they make special blends and they say, hey, can we try them? I'm like, yes. I'll go try the new stuff. So this is our barrel room. Here we actually turned this into our members lounge, so that wine club members could have their own little seating area and they don't have to be 4 or 5 people deep trying to get a pour during a busy Saturday. So wine club members get to enjoy in here. They have their own bar. I love the open space over here. You can kind of see the the barrel room, and you can see the guys topping off barrels, and it's nice because you're able to see that it is a fully functioning vineyard. Over here is our library room.
Wow.
So this is holding Andrew's wines from 1994 all the way up until now. As you can tell, they're all Syrah, so that's actually what he's known for.
Yeah.
So if you take a look, all of them are Syrah all the way up until that wall.
Library 在酒庄是指不同年份的收藏，很多酒庄都有 library 品鉴套餐，就是一次喝好几个老年份的垂直品鉴，当然通常都比较贵。从 library 里我们了解到了一件趣事， Andrew 曾经一度把橡木塞换成了螺旋塞，但是经不住消费者的要求，最近几年又换回了 DM 塞。看来美国消费者跟我们这边一样，对木塞有执念。
They want cork, so we moved back to the DM cork.
Yeah.
And as you can see, all still in the screw top for many, many years. Up until 4 years ago, we switched to the DM cork.
相比本 Ziger 的酒庄油，这趟旅程明显简单了许多。但其实绝大多数酒庄油都是如此，毕竟像本 Ziger 那种有钱的大酒庄只是少数。